Okay folks, this is the spaghetti bolognese with a fish sauce. You gotta have tradition, folks. You gotta have tradition. There's Tina, that's my tradition. Show my girl. Okay, it's 18:37 on Saturday night. It's gonna get dark soon. We've got an hour, maybe an hour and a half before the sun goes down. And we're about to cook. Now, you see the state of my carrots. That's the one I've left. They're a bit manky. They're starting to get a bit slimy. They're on the turn. They're only a week old, but they didn't last well. So I got them chopped. I got some onions. I got some tomatoes, chick peas and beans. And I got a little jar of bolognese sauce. But if you pair that with some tomato frito and a tin of tomatoes, you start to get something like a bolognese. Yeah, a pasta sauce. But I got fish. I don't have any meat, but I got a few tins of fish. So I figured I'd do some kind of fishy bolognese. And when I looked at my, I got some peppers that need finishing off. They're not going to last much longer, so they need using. But when I went to look at what my options were pasta-wise, my fingers went through the plastic bag on this. That my fingers just went in. The plastic has perished. So spaghetti was an option, but the pasta twists jumped to the queue because the bag is just deteriorating. It's just not there. So that's where we're at. So come with me on a Saturday night and we'll make a fishy bolognese. Okay folks, I think you've seen this setup before. I got my little grid set on a few bits of ceramic tile, different heights to try and keep things level. I'm going to put the heat on, with the gas on, and light it. There we go. Put the pan on. Pour in some oil. About that much. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. I'm going to give it a minute or two to get warm. Can't use the lid because the lid's got the carrots in. But I'm going to fetch the onions across and we're going to put those on in a minute or two. That's her ladyship. Traditions, guys, traditions. Come on. You can hear the oil getting warm, yeah? I hope you can hear that. Okay. Let me try to pick up the onions and put them in without losing any. Hey! For once, success. Now, I'm going to turn them down. I still can't put the lid on, but they're in. I'm going to give them a few minutes, and then I'll add the carrots, and then we'll work from there. Okay folks, we're back. It's been a couple of minutes. See the onions sizzling nicely. It's great actually. That's fantastic. I'm going to give them another few minutes. I was thinking of putting the carrots in already. But it'd be nice to get the onions caramelized a bit more. Hey guys, while the onions are cooking, I just got to thank Harry and Jill from last night. Came to the Tramp camp unannounced, but they brought alcohol. That's always nice. Oi! Big slurp, sorry. Wasn't expecting it to brim over like that. Hey, say hello to the people. So folks, yeah, beer, always nice. And they brought whiskey. They brought me a full, a 12 pack of beer. And they brought, I think, 3 beers, so we had one each while they were here, actually cold, almost frozen. And a bottle of whiskey, which we drank about half of while they were here. And then when they staggered off home, they left me with the other half of the bottle. That was nice. And then today, you wouldn't think it now. It looks quite nice now. Today's been dull and overcast all day. For those of you that are not here in Torrevieja, it's been dull and overcast. So we've just sat in the tent most of the day. Apart from taking her ladyship out for her ablutions this morning. This is the first time we've come outside properly. So the onions are in and frying, the carrots are over there in the pan lid, and the peppers are here chopped and ready to go in. And all the other ingredients are here. Chickpeas, no, not chickpeas, they're beans. Beans, these are the chickpeas. Tomatoes, tomato frito, a little jar of bolognese here. And I've got fish. That might be too much, I don't know. But the last time I did something with fish, I couldn't actually detect the fish because I didn't put enough in. So I want to be sure I can at least taste it this time. With that said, I would have gone for a fish stock cubes that were fish flavoured. But it turns out I've got everything else but no fish stock cubes. So I've got beef and chicken and vegetable and whatever else there is, but I don't have fish flavoured. I guess I haven't eaten fish that frequently, so maybe I just never acquired them. And other people didn't bring me them, so yeah, here we are. These are just vegetable, because you don't want to cook with just water. Never add water to a meal, if you can avoid it. As Chef Jean-Pierre, never cook with water. If you're going to use water, then put stock cubes in it first. Make it into a stock and then add it. I could have added red wine, but red wine and fish, I don't know. I mean, it's a tomato-based sauce, so red wine might have worked. But red wine and fish is kind of a contradiction, isn't it? Historically speaking, at least. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Cheers. And here we are. I see caramelization. Don't say you see burning. I don't want to hear that shit. Carrots. Let's see what percentage we can get in without spilling. Left-handed, never ideal. The bits that didn't make it, by hand. Okay. Sometimes, folks, sometimes I impress myself. Another stir. Try and get the carrots in the heat. We can put the lid on now because the carrots aren't using it. We turn the heat up a bit as well. I got no idea. I am amazed that this gas has lasted this long. I must have misunderstood something when Roger brought this for me. He's a friend of Damien's. Gave me the grill, the barbecue, and 2 gas bottles. That one there and the one over there. I was under the impression they were on vapours, but they can't have been. They've lasted, how long? 3, 4 months. Is it? I don't know. You'd have to look back through the videos. I think it's about 4 months. Let's think. I met Damien in May, the back end of May, and I probably got the barbecue maybe the back end of June. So July, August, September, and we're mid-October. 3.5 months, I would guess. Quiet, darling. Quiet. I would guess 3.5 months, this one bottle of gas. Now, I only use it once or twice a week. I haven't been doing coffee all my coffee I've been drinking, my coffee is powdered. Instant coffee. I've just been stirring that in with cold water. I haven't had a hot cup of coffee in months. But, no, this gas bottle, I'm waiting for it to run out. Okay, first things first, let's turn it down a bit. Turn it down, open it up, lid off, and let's, oh! There are some that might call that excess caramelization when they're being polite. Only when they're being polite. Let me go get the peppers. I'm going to put those in next. Guess who? Tina girl. Say hello to the peoples. Okay, folks. Quick stir around again. Here we've got the peppers, red, green and yellow, chopped and ready to go in. And in they go, more or less. I'm just going to give those 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll be adding the beans and then the chick peas and then the tomatoes. Get everything in. I don't think, I'll have to check, but I don't think I've got any garlic to hand. Okay folks, I've got the tin of tomatoes, the chick peas, the tomato frito, the bolognese sauce, and the jar of white beans. Unusual mixture, but you can only cook with what you've got. You can't cook with ingredients you don't have. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, the white beans are going to be difficult, aren't they? Tomato frito, that's fried tomato. That'll need a bit of water. The chickpeas and aquafaba, the bean water, bean juice. The water the beans were cooked in. Gotta have chickpeas. They're my main source of protein. I know we're going to have fish in this meal, but typically chickpeas are one of my chickpeas and eggs. Those are my main stock cube. Those are my main protein sources. Stock cube, vegetable stock cubes. As I say, I don't have any actual fish stock cubes. No fish caldo. I'm gonna need to take my knife and get into this jar. Give me a second, folks. Okay, guys. To do that and record it would have been a 4-handed job, not just 3 hands. It was a bit of a battle. So we're gonna let that get up to temperature for a while. We're probably going to add water at some point. Oh, I still haven't added there's a bolognese I haven't added yet. But we're probably going to add... Oh, that was hotter than I expected. Don't do that at home. Okay. Let's get that up to temperature. We'll add the bolognese sauce next go around. Add a little bit of heat. Bolognese sauce next go around. We'll need to rinse out the tomato Frito carton. We'll add extra water at that point, and then we'll do the fish thing, and then we're all done for the ingredients. It'll just be a case of cooking. Oh, adding the pasta at the end as well, obviously, and giving it 20 minutes to half an hour just to do its thing. But okay, there's my girl. That's a Tina girl. See if we can zoom in. Woo! There she is. She's been a good girl today. Considering that we stayed in the tent all day, she's been really good. Not an easy day for her. Putting up with me. But she did well. Hey babe. Yeah. And we're back. Now I've opened up the fish. 2 tins of tuna, 2 tins of sardines. I thought the sardines were going to be in tomato sauce, but they're all in olive oil. So that's a little bit unexpected. Oi, look at that. That's a little bit vicious. I've added water into the tomato thing and swirled it around, pinched the top and shook it about a bit. So now it's nice and, well, I got most of it out. Here's the, oh, just give me a second. Here's a jar of actual bolognese. Now someone's going to, in the comments, someone's going to say, hey, how to make a pasta bolognese? Take a jar of bolognese. Okay. To you, I say, fuck you. Look at that pan. That pan is massive in comparison to the size of this jar. So the bolognese is acting as it's like a base. It's a pre-done element of a larger sauce. And that's going to need a bit of a swilling out with water as well in a second. But this is not a case of, hey, how to make something bolognese, take a jar of bolognese. That would be an unfair, I think that would be an unfair characterization of what I've done here. I can't, look at this. There we go. I couldn't get the fish out of the tin. That's done. A tin of tuna. Well, that didn't take any effort. Just turn it over. And the 4th tin. Oh, sorry for the camera work, folks. I am a tramp. I live in a field. I'm not a professional. You might be able to tell. I'm told occasionally it shows I'm not very professional. Apparently it's only occasional. Yeah, get a fuck. Okay. 5 minutes, and then I'll add, I don't know, a couple of pints of water, a litre to you guys, I guess, if you're a metric. I'll add a litre of water, maybe 2, and some pasta. So not long to go, not long at all. But should keep me fed for today and tomorrow. We're down low on the gas, and I've got some tidying up to do with these. Give me a minute, and I'll be back with you. Hey, for once, maybe we get a sunset including the silhouette of the tent. only partly. And the camera is exaggerating it a little bit. But no, there is some pink in the sky. That's quite nice. Okay folks, down there I've got my water. Here I've got my bolognese jar with some water in, and it's been shook up to rinse out the glass. Let's see where we're at here. Look. It smells quite fishy. It's stuck to the bottom of the pan a little bit. Okay, let's add this. I'm going to add some water. I'm going to try. I don't think I can do that. Let me see. Oh no, look. That's not going to work. I did that pouring over the phone. Now I'm going to put the pasta in a minute. Let's let that get back up to heat, and I'll bring the pasta over and add that momentarily. Okay guys, we're losing the light a little bit. It's going to be dark soon. I'm about to put the pasta into the sauce, and we'll take it from there. Wow, look at the colour. I'm really red. I'm not this red really. It's an illusion from the camera. And the glasses. Thank you, Anita. When the arm came off my other glasses, Anita, who gave me the original glasses, she came and gave me 2 more pairs. And that's before Harry and Jill came last night and brought me another pair. I haven't tried them yet. I maybe should. Tomorrow. I can't do everything in one day, guys. Can't do everything. Okay, let me go and do the pasta thing. So over there we've got a packet of pasta, and my fingers keep going through the plastic. So I've got to use it up. I've got to make a start on it at least. Here, can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that above all the other background noise. There's a car wash I'd put the garage that maybe distorts the sound. This is bubbling away nicely. Oh, it's not just bubbling away nicely. It's bloody bubbling away. I can feel stuff, let's say, caramelizing on the bottom. Don't use the B word. My food never burns. It's sometimes just more caramelized than it should be. Okay. Ouch, ouch, ouch! Splashed up at me. Pasta! It's pasta joke. Okay. Can I do this? I don't know whether I can do this one-handed. When do you stop? When is enough enough? When it's too much? I don't know. Oh! Sorry folks. One-handed. Got the phone in my right hand. So even when I'm one-handed, I'm doing it left-handed. So it's less than good. That's, wow. This is when I wish I could have turned the heat off and had charcoal or wood underneath. I would have a bit more control, to be honest. There's about 2/3 of a pack of pasta left. I'll give it 5 or 10 minutes and decide whether I can get any more into this pan. Doesn't look like I can though at the minute. We'll have to wait and see. Let me put the lid back on my water. This is my drinking water, my good water, so that goes back in the tent. Keep it separate from the what I call the bad water. If you remember, I have to treat my water. I get it from my foot, one of the foot washing places. My water needs to be either boiled or treated with chemicals or with bleach to make it drinkable. Have a look here. Can you hear this? It's bubbling away a bit ferociously. Let me have a look. It's bubbling away. I was going to say quite nicely, but it's maybe a little bit more than nicely. Oh wow. Look at this, guys. This is the sort of thing I should have cooked on a Friday night, maybe. There would have been a whole weekend's worth of food here. Cooking it on a Saturday night. What? Saturday, Sunday, Monday food. It's not. Who wants that on a Monday? I don't think it's really. It's doing nice. It's doing nice. It's down as low as it goes. And I'm going to give it maybe 10 more minutes and then we're done. There's my girl. Okay, folks. Here's my eating bowl. Some people would call it a pan, but you know, each to their own. There's my lady. There she is. And here's where everything happens. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. A quick stir. So here we go. Fish Bolognese. It's a Fishy Spag Bol. Fish Spag Bol. I'm gonna put my bowl here. I'm gonna turn the heat off here. Turned off. I'm gonna stand here. Wait. Now, can I get? Where would you go? Is that the money shot? That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail. Okay, folks. This is the spaghetti bolognese with a fish sauce. With onions, carrots, tomato sauce. There was a jar of actual bolognese in there as well. Peppers, capsicum peppers, red, yellow, and green. The full rainbow. But that's about it, ingredient wise. So here we go. Let's try and get some food out. Like I said, it's Saturday night. It's gone dark. I just want to get some food inside me. And speaking as a tramp, you know, a homeless guy, an Englishman living in Spain, I just want something warm and filling. Not too complicated. It's substantial. Oh fuck. Don't know what that was. I'll have a look in the morning probably. It's substantial, but no major complications. Okay? That's what I'm after. Food. It's just food. Something to eat. Look at my girl. Can you see my girl? No, you can't see my girl. Thank you. There's my girl. There she is, look. That's my girl. Talking about my girl. I got to put this pasta away, which is difficult because the plastic just keeps breaking on me. But okay, I has a portion of food, as is the tradition, folks. I'll take this over to the table. I will eat it, and I will come back and I will tell you how marvellous it was in a totally unbiased kind of way. Yeah? You trust me? No? Fuck off. Yeah? Okay, we're good. I'll be back. For me, it'll be about 20 minutes. For you, it'll be about 5 seconds. Hasta luego, amigos. This is me at the table. Just put it down. Got my can of beer. Not got a lot left. That's the second can during this filming. That's how long it's taken. I'm going to get stuck in, and I'm going to tell you how it was afterwards. Okay, guys. It's my almost empty bowl. To be honest, that was a bit of a slog. That was so filling, I almost gave up halfway through. It's only because I've not eaten anything else all day that I ploughed on. That is incredibly filling. Tasty. This time you can taste the fish. Oh. See what Tina makes of it. But yeah, incredibly filling. I am stuffed to the gills now. Stuffed to the gills. But it was hot, it was filling. It's fishy and tomatoey and pasta-y. It does the job. It does the job. You know, when you're tramping a field, you want some hot, filling food. And it was certainly hot and filling. And Tina agrees, don't you, girl? Okay, guys, from Tina and from me, Delta Mike, out.